Yo, what's going on, guys? Team Murph back with another YouTube video. Today's video, we are going to be talking about drop shipping / doing e-commerce as a full-time college student. I'll go over my story, pretty much what I've been doing these past 4 years with e-commerce and everything in between. But welcome. If you're new, make sure to hit this like button, subscribe to the channel. It means a ton. We go over drop shipping, TikTok ads, e-commerce, motivation, mindset, pretty much everything in that space. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead, like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. So basically, if you're looking, right, to drop ship or do e-commerce, it's definitely an uphill battle, and it's something that you have to commit to fully before even starting. So if you don't have much of a budget, like I said, if you have $1,000, you can drop ship. That's a pretty good budget. I've said in previous videos that you can even do it for free. Basically, you order the product in from Amazon and you can make a TikTok ads drop shipping store that way with Shopify. And a lot of people are doing that. But battling, like doing a full-time, it's pretty much a full-time job to drop ship and still be able to go to school. I mean, I played football too. That's why I went back to school. But just to go over my story a bit, I came in freshman year, college, kind of thinking I was going to do something in the science realm. It didn't really pan out the way that I wanted. I thought, that would give me a high paying job and I would be able to somehow maybe work for somebody else and have a solid career. And then as time went on, my school was very, very small at the time. There's only 2,500 people here. And just to let you guys know, right now I'm in my last semester, senior year of college. So I've been through it, right? I know, and just talking about it through experience to help you guys out, either if you're in college or you've gone to college and you've taken a step back, you can definitely relate to this and what I'm about to say. So I came in freshman year, did the whole freshman stunt, experienced college a bit. And then sophomore year came around, and I was on the football team. But freshman year, the year before, I actually tore my MCL. And it was the whole football season. Very, very depressing, right? When you get an injury, you kind of tie your identity to football. And I was like, what can I do? I have no clue what to do, right? And at the time, that's when freshman year I kind of started getting into more influencer based. That's when Instagram was very, very huge in meme pages. You could do a meme post, put an influencer post out and make a decent amount of money. So that was my first taste of drop shipping. I started with that. I put a meme post out, one of my products that I built a Shopify store, paid an influencer or a meme page $200, and I started making sales. And I'm telling you, if you haven't made your first sale online, it's the greatest feeling ever. Being able to make money without working for somebody else or doing any crazy manual labor, it really switches your mindset on how to make money online or just how to make money in general. It's life changing. But after I got those few initial sales, right, I started understanding drop shipping more, doing more research, learning Facebook ads, and then fast forward to sophomore year, I still got into the party scene a bit more. I would go out every weekend, certain times, Thursdays we go out. But as I said, my school was so small to the point where I got in this loop of, okay, go out, have a good time, meet the same people, meet different girls. Like I said, it's a very small school, and the loop just kept being so repetitive. And I thought to myself, I was sitting in my dorm room the one night, I said, a lot of people say this is the best time of their lives. I don't want this to be the best time of my life. I don't want to graduate and be a slave to the system. I mean, I'm not degrading jobs at all. If you love your job, that's amazing, right? Great, good for you. But me personally, I couldn't do that. So as my friends started going out more and more, I started going out less, almost locking myself in my room and trying to figure out a way to make Facebook ads and drop shipping work. And I started testing on Facebook. Didn't see crazy success. I mean, like I said, I did the meme posts on the Instagram pages a while back, and that kind of sparked my interest. But now when I started Facebook ads, I started learning how to build better landing pages for paid ads, because you can't just do that. You have to understand your margins are a bit better. So at that time, I only had, I think, $2,000 to my name. And I had that $2,000 inside a Roth IRA. And if you know anything about a Roth IRA, you're not supposed to pull it at all, or else you're going to get a penalty. But I pulled that $2,000 and invested it into drop shipping and e-commerce. And I paid, I think, $14.97 for some mentorship. And it literally didn't end up panning out at all. And then months later, I I gave up and then I got back into the game of drop shipping, so Facebook ads, and I found my first winning product, and it was it was like in the dog niche. It was a dog water bottle, and I started scaling that up. Right, I was making 10K, 20K a month profit. I was like, wow, like this is insane. As a college student, I've right, not many people see money like that, and I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. So I kept digging in, and it's funny because the mentor that I ended up paying that $14.97 for, whatever, asked me for advice, asked me for mentorship on how I was doing such numbers at the time, and it was crazy. So I ended up selling that store in my sophomore year of college, and I wanted to go kind of full time and explore. So I had a mutual friend. I pretty much dropped out, and I moved to Arizona. I just randomly packed my bags in the summer, moved to Arizona, and if you know anything about Arizona, it's extremely hot in summer. Not the best move to go in the summer. It's nice in the winter. Beautiful area near Scottsdale, and I went into a house with a few guys in the e-com space, some really cool dudes I learned a ton from, and was in that situation for 4 to 5 months. But during that time, I could not run any Facebook ads. All my accounts were like, they would just get banned every second. There was even a time where I couldn't open a Shopify store without it shutting down. So the Shopify store, I would create it, add the products in, and it would just say, this Shopify store is unavailable. And Shopify never gave me any clear advice about that. So everything was like shut down, and my options were like super, super limited at the time. So I thought to myself, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was in a very depressed state at the time. My Facebook ads weren't working. My cash flow wasn't where I wanted it to be, especially not being in college anymore. I'm not playing football. A lot of my friends, we lost relationships because, it is what it is, right? I didn't enjoy like drinking with them and doing the certain things that people do, and I wanted to expand. And new scares people sometimes. But, right, my Facebook was down. I couldn't build a Shopify store. I started looking at alternatives. I did like BigCommerce, Wix, WordPress. I tried building on all those sites, way harder than Shopify. And then when I came, and then I met somebody, right? I met a future business partner, and then I flew to Thailand, and we created like a print-on-demand brand. And I lived there for like 5 months of the year, and that store did really well, right? It was a print-on-demand home decor store. We ran Facebook ads for it on proxies, and I literally had to use proxies and virtual desktops, everything, right? If you know Facebook ads, sometimes you have to do that to be able to run ads. So we ended up, doing well on that brand, but then we still dealt with Facebook ad bans on that brand too. So it ended up being like very good in the beginning, and then ended up being a nightmare at the very end of it. So ended up leaving that partnership as well. And that's when COVID hit. COVID hit like 5 months into it when I was in Thailand. I was afraid I wasn't going to get back home where I lived, and it was a crazy time. I still had trouble running ads. I sold that pro on demand store. I didn't have my main drop shipping store, right? So again, my cash flow reset, and that's this trend that I started noticing about certain drop shipping stores and brands is the life cycle of them aren't as long, depending on how you build it. And I wasn't building them correctly at the time. And then fast forward, when I got home, I was so very, very worried. I couldn't run any ads, couldn't open a Shopify store under my own name. What would I do? I even have a video. I remember recording it in my room, thinking like, wow, like, is this it, right? Like, I don't know what to do. And one of my friends sent me an article about TikTok releasing their own ads platform. And I don't know if you guys have seen my YouTube channel. You've seen it from the very beginning. I was like one of the first people on YouTube to even talk about TikTok ads because I got in the beta feature of the platform. But TikTok ads, no joke, have changed my life completely. I went from being banned on Facebook to doing 100K net profit months off of TikTok ads alone. I met so many crazy people. I've helped tons of people scale their stores and products to 6 and 7 figures through TikTok, my TikTok course that we have, the TikTok Freedom group that we have. It's amazing. If you guys want to check that out, the link is in the bio. But so many awesome experiences from TikTok, and I really can't thank the platform enough. Obviously, I'm paying them to advertise, but it has completely changed my life. So I started running those TikTok ads, and I got a spark, right? I got a spark, and I started doing well with e-commerce stores. I launched a ton of products, did very well organically and with paid ads. So, and there was something missing for me, right? I missed that sense of being an athlete, being able to play football, being able to, have that friendship and bond with, my teammates and, people on campus. So I ended up going back online during COVID, finished out a lot of my classes that I needed from the time that I missed because, I took that year off to live in Arizona and Thailand. And I ended up coming back, like I said, this year to play football. And we made it all the way to, it's Division III, but it's still super competitive football. We made it to the top 8 teams in the country, which is, very, very cool way to end my senior year. And a lot of people, right, it's all about the money, it's all about e-com, it's all about drop shipping, right? But like what's the difference, right? If you're making a ton of money but you don't have any people to share with or have a share of experiences with, like if you're not in good shape, if you're not keeping your mind right, if you're not eating the right things, what's the point? Like nobody wants to be a skinny nerd drop shipping online, right? Live your life a little. And that's why I thought like, why not? Like, why not go back, experience my last semester of college? A lot of people will, bash at it. Oh, why would you go to college? Another thing too is like, if you're in college and you have a scholarship, like, it's not hurting anybody, right? If anything, it's helping you. You're going there for little to nothing, and it's pretty much a no-brainer. So that was my experience with being, a full-time student and still drop shipping and doing e-commerce. Yes, it's hard. Like right now, I'm still working on my stores, working on my brands, building, softwares, figuring out new things for my students, the group calls that we have. Everyone's crushing it. So much to stay on top of. But instead of doing the things, like, don't get me wrong, I love going out. I love having a good time. But instead of doing the little things, right? So instead of watching Netflix at the end of the day, work on your drop shipping store. Instead of going out, maybe you can still go out, but during that phase where you're building, you need to dedicate tons of your time to testing new products, learning the skills, learning how to be a good marketer, learning how to be a better copywriter. I know there's so many tools out there for this, but just understanding the game and how it works at an early stage is going to be super important for your success. So next time, it's cool, right? You go out with your friends, like live your life, definitely live your life. Like that's something that I wish I would have done a bit more of when I first started. But you have to sacrifice. There has to be a time where you have to sacrifice to get what you want truly out of life. So if you're struggling or you're just starting drop shipping or you're just trying to figure any way to make money online as a college student, check out e-commerce, check out drop shipping, check out affiliate marketing. Google. I literally Googled how to make money online as a 17-year-old, 18-year-old in college back when I was that age, right? I'm 23 now. So I'm looking forward to seeing, what's in store. And if you ever feel discouraged, right, look back where you were a year ago and see how far you've come at this point. And if you can't be happy or proud about that, that means something has to change for you this year and change for you right now. So hopefully this was a good video for you guys. You understand I wanted to break down a little bit more personally about myself. I know I've talked about a lot of strategy on this channel. You can check my other videos about strategy, but I thought this was a crucial video to post, especially, right, if you're looking to get an e-com, looking to make money online, or you're a college student, on the come up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you till next video. Peace.
How many millions did I make this year? Maybe 12. All I need's a couple weeks to make it 13. Me, I can stay in touch and still be out of your reach. Definition.